time for the HP High Five Challenge, a weekly game show featuring high school teams from throughout the Northwest. And today, it's the championship round featuring Milwaukie High versus Hudson's Bay High. High Five is brought to you by HP, inventing new ways to live and work. By Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, we make the rooms that make a home. By officially licensed school products, look for the symbol that's helping to fund education. By ESI, Electro Scientific Industries, and by Confederated Tribes of the Grand Run, building a better future for tomorrow's youth today. And right now, here's the host for High Five. It's Wayne Falagowski.
Thank you, Michael Bailey, and welcome again, everybody, to a very special edition of the HP High Five Challenge. I'm your host, Wayne Falagowski. Well, it's the championship round. After 38 weeks of regular season shows and 4 playoff rounds, we're down to 2 teams. Let's find out and greet these 2 teams. First, off to my right, from Hudson's Bay High School in Vancouver, Washington, let's hear it for the Eagles. Come on back, Eagles. Congratulations. And off to my left, from Milwaukie High School in Milwaukie, Oregon, let's big round of applause for the Mustangs. Come on, the Mustangs. Okay, they've gotten past a whole bunch of schools to get to this point. Congratulations to both teams. I know the Butterflies are still there. Let's find our first 5 categories for today. All right, we'll start off with nursery rhymes, potpourri, television, world capitals, and California. Let's go to that first category. All right, we'll start off with television, and good luck to both teams. For 10 points, on Frasier, this character produces Frasier's radio show.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Cameron.
Roz Doyle.
Roz, yes, very good for 10 points. We even got her last name in there. For 10 points, identify the 2 current hosts of Wheel of Fortune.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Cameron.
Vanna White and Pat Sajak.
That is correct. Vanna White and Pat Sajak. For 20 points, this new television show portrays a New York attorney who returns to his hometown and buys a bowling alley which doubles as his law office.
Milwaukie.
Okay, Brian. Quickly. Okay, time will expire. Okay, Hudson's Bay, 3 seconds. Okay, Cameron.
Ed.
Ed is correct, yes, for 20 points. For 20 points, Earl Hindman kept much of his face covered while playing this character on TV's Home Improvement.
Milwaukie.
Okay, Colin.
Wilson.
Wilson, yes, this guy. Very good. And that was worth 20 points. Television for 40 points. This television network, abbreviated BET, provides primarily African-American family programming.
Steele, Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Bay team is going to steal their first steal of this half.
Black Entertainment Television.
That is correct. Black Entertainment Television. Very good. Let's go to another category. All right, it's California. Here we come. For 10 points, identify the 3 states which border California.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Cameron.
Nevada, Oregon, Arizona.
That is correct. Very good for 10 points. California for 20 points. Before becoming President of the United States, this man was elected governor of California in 1966.
Steele by Milwaukie.
Okay, Dan is going to come across for the Milwaukee Mustangs. He's galloping in there.
Reagan.
Ronald Reagan for 20 points. Very good. For 20 points again. California's Gold Rush and the nickname of this NFL team are forever linked.
Milwaukie.
Colin.
49ers.
The San Francisco 49ers, yes. For 40 points, in 1906, a major earthquake and fire destroyed this large California city.
Steele, Hudson's
Okay,
Bay.
now Evan's going to steal for the Bay team.
San Francisco.
San Francisco, like 2 prize fighters going at it right now. They're boxing it out. California for 10 points. Identify 3 of California's 5 Major League Baseball teams.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Cameron.
The San Diego Padres, the Anaheim Angels, and the San Francisco Giants.
That is correct. And the LA Dodgers and the Oakland A's. Very good. Good recall. It's break time. When we come back, we have a very special guest. We'll be right back after these messages. Stick around.
Nominate an outstanding teen making a difference in your community. Log on to Oregons12.tv or write to the address on your screen.
Hi, I'm Bob Weiss, General Manager at Hewlett Packard. As title sponsor of High Five Challenge, HP is proud to help recognize and reward today's academic high achievers. As one of the world's largest and most inventive corporations, HP is very committed to supporting academic programs that showcase education and enable the students of today to invent a path of success. On behalf of HP's consumer organization, I'm delighted to welcome all of you to this program with a big high five.
With the help of Subway and exercise, summer's looking good for a lot of people.
Feeling good, having fun in the sun. Subway's taste is #1. Look at us now, we're living right. And we owe it to the man who showed us the light.
Subway has 7 delicious fresh-made sandwiches with just 6 grams of fat or less.
Help the Subway and take a bite.
Subway, eat fresh.
Only at Subway. Get a kids pack with a sandwich, drink, cookie, and toy. Subway. Eat fresh.
Thanks, everybody. Welcome back to the HP High Five Challenge. Let's check those scores. Right now, Hudson's Bay is in the lead with 2,140 points, and Milwaukee's not too far behind with 2,040 points. Before we go to the next 3 categories, we have a very special guest. During the playoff finals, we always bring a celebrity co-host up to help read the questions for me, take some of the pressure off me. Right now is Dr. Shirley Thornton from California. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
She is the National Director for the America's Schools Program. And what is America's Schools Program?
The America Schools Program is a way for us to generate money for public schools,
And
discretionary funds.
how do you go about doing
that? And we
that?
do that by connecting up with businesses and corporations and the schools. Our motto is support businesses that support our schools. The main thing is it's no cost to the schools, it's no cost to the district, and we give funds to them for their programs of art, music, drama, and programs like this.
Now, where is it going to be going? All over?
All over the country. So far, we have 6 states that have signed on and about 15 more that are coming on board. And we will be, if you know the NCAA, then you'll have an understanding of what that's like, where we come together as a team, we go out and speak on behalf of public schools, and we sit down with corporations and we say, we want to work with you to work with our children.
What kind of acceptance are you getting?
Outstanding. Every state we've gone to, they said yes, and they're pleased that at last the 46 million children who represent K-12 schools in America have a voice.
Very good. Okay, now, are you ready to read one of the categories?
I'm ready.
Let's find out what it's going to be. It's going to be potpourri, and I'm going to hand you a question, and you'll read it, and you can stand here in the spotlight.
I'll stand
now
right
and
here.
Get me out of the way, and there's your first one.
First question, for 20 points. This term is used for the cap with a flat horizontal top, which is worn at graduation ceremonies.
Hudson's Bay.
Hey, Cameron.
A mortarboard.
Mortarboard is correct. Very good.
For 20 points, more men are diagnosed with this cancer than with any other.
That's a steal.
Oh, a steal.
Milwaukee.
They're going to steal. Okay. Dan, come around. Talk it over with your teammates. We'll give you that luxury.
Prostate.
Exactly.
Prostate is correct.
That
Very
is the
good,
answer.
Milwaukee Mustangs. Okay.
For 10 points, water droplets form on the outside surface of a cold can of soda placed on a table because of this.
Milwaukee.
Okay, Colin.
Condensation.
Condensation.
Exactly.
Very good. Huh?
Exactly. For 10 points, the Iditarod National Historic Trail is located in this state.
Hudson's Bay.
Cameron.
Alaska.
That's the answer, Alaska.
Okay. One more.
For 40 points, commercial brown sugar is merely refined sugar with this added ingredient.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Lauren.
Molasses.
Exactly.
Very good. Okay. You did a great job.
Thank
Shirley.
you.
And do you have
Thank
any
you.
parting words for the kids?
I
for the
just think
teams?
it's so wonderful for the outstanding work that these 2 teams are doing, and success to the winner.
Isn't it amazing how much they know?
More than we know in the audience.
That's
No.
Okay, let's
Thank
hear
you.
it for Dr.
Thank you.
Shirley Thornton. Okay. All right, let's find another category. All right, it's world capitals. For 20 points, Asuncion is the capital of this landlocked South American country.
Hudson's Bay.
Alice.
Paraguay.
Paraguay is correct, yes, for 20 points. For 10 points, this city served as West Germany's capital from 1949 to 1990.
Milwaukie.
Okay, Colin.
Bonn.
Bonn, yes, very good for 10 points. For 20 points, Ulaanbaatar is the capital of this large country, which lies due north of China.
Milwaukie.
Colin.
Mongolia.
Mongolia, very good for 20 points. For 10 points, Nairobi is the capital city of this large East African country.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Alice.
Kenya.
Kenya is correct, very good. And world capitals for 40 points. This city, Australia's capital, is located about halfway between Sydney and Melbourne.
A steal, Hudson's
Okay,
Bay.
Evan from Bay Team.
Canberra.
Canberra is correct for 40 points. That was the final steal. Let's go to one more category before the break. Nursery rhymes. For 10 points, Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to fetch this.
Milwaukie.
Colin.
A bone.
A bone. Very good for 10 points. Nursery rhymes for 20 points. This nursery rhyme character could eat no fat.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Alice.
Jack Sprat.
Jack Sprat. Very good. Nursery rhymes for 40 points. Georgie Porgy kissed the girls and made them do this.
Hudson's Bay.
Alice.
Cry.
Cry. Very good for 40 points. Nursery rhymes for 10 points. In this nursery rhyme, the dish ran away with the spoon.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Alice.
The cat jumped over the moon.
Say it again.
The cat jumped over the moon.
That is incorrect, Hudson's Bay. Okay, Milwaukie, 3 seconds. Okay, Toria.
Hey diddle diddle.
Hey diddle diddle is the correct response, yes. Nursery rhymes for 20 points. Identify the occupations of the 3 men in a tub.
Milwaukie.
Colin.
Butcher, baker, and a candlestick maker.
You got it for 20 points, okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we have 5 more categories. We'll name a new champion right after these messages.
On the next VIP, time is running out for Hollywood's hottest bodyguards when a millionaire madman lays a deadly high-tech trap.
Your wristbands are packed with enough plastic explosives to obliterate the wearer.
Can the team turn the tables on their clever captor?
Okay, I'm working on it. I'll work a little faster.
Or is their number up? VIP, action never looked so good.
Tonight at 5 on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
You'd never know they're from the same family. Some are laid back, stylish, reserved, outgoing, and although there are hundreds and hundreds to choose from, they have one thing in common. They all come from a good home. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries.
You have sunk to a new depth this time. I am talking the lowest. By this time next week, you better be gone.
The Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery's final markdown. All the furniture you want at final markdown prices.
And take your friends with you. You and you.
Planning to sell your home or condo this year? You're probably wondering how much it's worth. You can find out free on the web at housevalues.com. So if you're planning to sell, visit housevalues.com today. That's housevalues.com.
Sea otters. They're extinct every place in Oregon, except one.
Welcome back to the championship round of the HP High Five Challenge. The scores read right now, Hudson's Bay is in the lead with 2,330. Milwaukie has 2,140, but we have 5 more categories before we name a new champion. Let's check our next 5 categories for this half. All right, we'll have our mystery category at the end. Trivia, basketball, mountains, and anatomy. Let's go to the next category. All right, we'll start off with mountains. For 40 points, the Carpathian Mountains are located on this continent.
A steal by
Okay,
Milwaukee.
Mike, Milwaukee Mustangs, come around.
Europe.
Europe is correct. Yes, for 40 points. For 20 points. Mount Narayanadia is the highest peak in this Russian mountain range.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Cameron.
The Earls.
Earls, yes, for 20 points. For 20 points. Mount Etna, Europe's highest active volcano, is located in this country.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Cameron.
Italy.
Italy is correct for 20 points. For 10 points. 10 volcanoes in this Alaskan island chain have erupted since 1987.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Cameron.
The Aleutians.
Aleutian Islands, yes, for 10 points. Mountains for 10 points. Identify 2 of the 4 individuals portrayed on Mount Rushmore.
Milwaukee.
Okay, Colin.
Lincoln and Washington.
That is correct. And Jefferson and Teddy Roosevelt. Very good. Let's go to another category. Trivia. You know, I just noticed that both teams, when they're applauding, they applaud each other. I think that's great. A big round of applause for these teams. They're very good sports. Okay, we have trivia for 20 points. Laughing gas is a compound of these 2 elements.
Milwaukee.
Okay, Colin.
Nitrogen and oxygen.
You got it. Nitrogen and oxygen. For 40 points. In Italian, this dinner course is referred to as antipasto.
Steal, Milwaukee.
A steal by the Mustangs. Mike from Milwaukee.
Appetizer.
Appetizers is correct. Yes, for 40 points. Trivia for 20 points. Identify the 3 competitive swimming strokes beginning with the letter B.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Lauren.
The breaststroke, the backstroke, and the butterfly.
Very good. Yes, you got all of them. Way to go, Lauren. That's good. Trivia for 10 points. In the Arabian Nights, Ali Baba used these magic words to open the door of the 40 thieves.
Milwaukee.
Okay, Colin.
Open sesame.
Open sesame. Yes, very good. Trivia for 10 points. This is the weight in ounces of 1 standard stick of butter.
Hudson's Bay.
Alice.
2 ounces.
That is incorrect, Bay. Okay, Milwaukee, 3 seconds. Okay, Toria.
8 ounces?
That's also incorrect. It is 4 ounces, 1/4 of a pound. Let's go to another category. Anatomy. For 10 points. The adrenal gland, about 2 inches long, is located on top of this bean-shaped reddish-brown organ.
Milwaukee.
Okay, Brian.
Liver.
That is incorrect. Mustangs. Okay, Bay, 3 seconds. Okay, Lauren.
The kidneys?
Kidney is correct. Yes, for 10 points. For 20 points. The patella forms part of this joint.
Hudson's Bay.
Alice.
The knee.
The knee is correct. Yes, for 20 points. For 40 points. Monocytes, lymphocytes, and granulocytes are all types of this.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Lauren.
Blood cells.
Be more specific.
Antibodies and blood cells.
A little more specific. What kind?
White.
White blood cells. Okay, 40 points. Anatomy for 10 points. The gingiva is the firm connective tissue that surrounds the bases of these.
Milwaukee.
Colin.
Teeth.
Teeth is correct. Very good. Anatomy for 20 points. The olfactory sense is an integral part of this facial feature.
Hudson's Bay.
Cameron.
The nose.
The nose is correct. Very good. One more category before the break. Basketball. For 20 points. When a referee blows his whistle and holds 2 thumbs in the air, he is signaling this.
Hudson's Bay.
Cameron.
Jump ball.
A jump ball. Very good. Or a tied-up ball. Basketball for 10 points. This man, the coach of the Miami Heat and former coach of the Lakers, won his 1,000th game in November of 2000.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Evan.
Pat Riley.
Pat Riley is correct. Yes, for 10 points. For 20 points, basketball. This is the mascot of the NBA basketball team in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Milwaukee.
Colin.
Grizzlies.
The Grizzlies, yes, for 20 points. Very good. Basketball for 10 points. This NBA center scored more points during his career than any other player in history.
Hudson's Bay.
Hey, Cameron.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That is correct. Yes, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for 10 points. Very good. And for 40 points, Red Auerbach coached this New England basketball team to 9 NBA titles between 1957 and 1966.
A steal,
Oh,
Hudson's
Thomas
Bay.
from the Bay team is stealing.
The Boston Celtics.
That is correct. The Boston Celtics for 40 points. Okay. It's break time. When we come back, we'll have that final category. We're going to have a new champion right after these messages.
This week on Your Big Break. The spectacular semifinals.
It really is a tournament of champions.
They're all winners. But only the top performers will move on to the finals.
This is a very special show.
The exciting semifinals of Your Big Break.
Tonight at 6 on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
These are the children that are beloved by the tribes, that created the fund, that gives to the program, that gathers the people to read with the children.
The purchase of books and expansion of the Smart Reading program in a partnership with the Blazers, another example of giving something back by the Grand Ronde tribes and their Spirit Mountain Community Fund.
You're looking at soldiers and their families, citizen soldiers, members of the Army National Guard. They train part-time, building civilian experience, pursuing higher education. They serve our country and community in times of need. Join them. Call 1-800-GO-GUARD. Discover the part-time job with full-time pride.
In the Army National Guard, you can.
Thanks, everybody. Welcome back to the championship round of the HP High Five Challenge. The scores read right now, Hudson's Bay is in the lead with 2,560. Milwaukee's trailing with 2,270. Before we go to that final category and crown a new champion, I'd like to introduce today's two coaches. Off to my right is Tracy Chun. She is from the Hudson's Bay team. And Tracy, how do you get your team prepared for this kind of a competition?
Well, the team also competes in Knowledge Bowl in the state of Washington. We've been playing Trivial Pursuit and just doing some kind of team building activities to get the team better acquainted with each other and so they can really have a team feel.
Now, you're also filling the shoes of someone that's really done very well with High Five.
Yes, Fran Duncan taught at Hudson's Bay for years and was the Knowledge Bowl coach, took teams to Rhode Island and all over the place. They won the High Five Championship a number of times, so I have pretty big shoes to fill.
And she's lurking around here something right now because she also works for High Five right now.
Yes.
And on to my left is Milwaukee's coaches. We have two coaches, Bill Hagen and Barry Malcolm. And Bill, how do you get your team prepared?
Pretty similar. We play a lot of Trivial Pursuit games after school, and the kids know each other pretty well, so that we don't do too much team building.
And Barry, does it take two of you to keep these guys in control?
Yes, it does.
Okay, let's hear a big round of applause for the coaches. They do a lot of work. Thank you so much. And I should remind you, you can go off now and join the audience that we'll be seeing you guys on the cruise later on this year. But right now, we have that last category to go. Let's find it. Oh, right now we have... Okay, we're gonna have Bush and Gore, but right now we first have our prizes.
Oh, you mean do I get
to read the prizes?
Okay, great. For reaching today's championship round, all students along with their parents and both coaches and other special High Five guests receive a private dinner cruise aboard the 75-foot luxury yacht Willamette Star. And for the team that finishes runner-up in today's championship round, the school receives a Celestron C102 refractor telescope strong enough to see the rings of Saturn and beyond, provided by Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. And the school that wins the 8th annual championship of the HP High Five Challenge receives a broadcast quality 3-chip Sony High 8 professional video camera with remote, perfect for school video projects provided by HP. And each school that reaches the championship round each receives a $500 scholarship for a college-bound student, provided by the Optimist Club of Lloyd Center. The Optimist I'll try that again. The Optimist difference, it's all in the name, if I could only say it. And right now, here's Wayne Falagowski.
We're all getting tongue-tied here as we go into the finals here. Okay, now we already know what the category is. It is Bush versus Gore, and all point values are doubled. Good luck to both teams again. Here we go with 40 points. Identify one of the 5 Supreme Court justices that agreed to halt the presidential vote recounts in Florida.
Milwaukie.
Okay, Colin.
Clarence Thomas.
Thomas is correct, yes. Scalia, Rehnquist, O'Connor, and Kennedy. Very good for 40 points. Bush versus Gore for 40 points. This woman, Florida's Secretary of State, certified Florida's vote on November 26th.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Evan.
Catherine Harris.
Catherine Harris is correct. Very good for 40 points. Bush versus Gore, 80 points. Listen up, this is the big one. Prior to George W. Bush, this president was the last president to be elected while losing the popular vote. Okay, that was Benjamin Harrison. Bush versus Gore for 20 points. This is defined as a small paper disc formed when a hole is punched in a punch card.
A steal, Hudson's Bay.
Thomas from the Bay team is going to steal for...
Chad.
A Chad is correct for 20 points. Very good. Until then, most people never heard of a Chad. Okay, here we go with 20 points again. Bush versus Gore. Give us, within one, the number of electoral votes received by George W. Bush.
Hudson's Bay.
Okay, Evan.
271.
That is correct. Right on the button. Very good. Hudson's Bay. Okay. Milwaukie, you ended up with 2,310. Hudson's Bay, 2,640. Today's champion, the champion for the high five season, the Hudson's Bay Eagles. A round of applause for both teams. They did a great job. We thank you for joining us. Next week we have some specials. We'll have some specials for the next few weeks. So long, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Nice going.